All right. Happy to have you all, ladies and gentlemen, all over the world. Today, I have been reflecting. I have been thinking and reflecting whether I really understand what I joined. And before I get started today, I know my friend is not on this call, but I want to celebrate him. I know very, very soon I'll be celebrating him much more harder. And this is none other than Mr. Mubiru Spirito, who was able to rank up on the V4 rank yesterday. Congratulations, sir. We are happy to see you on that rank. And like I said before, the only rank where someone makes a lot of money, so much than he expects, is the V4 rank. So in his absentia, I want to celebrate him. I want to congratulate him for ranking up to the V4 rank. All right. So I want to celebrate. Yesterday was a very good day for me because we were able to create a V3 and a V4 on one day. I want also to celebrate before maybe I make a lot of, because I'm a very good noise maker on the groups. Before I make a big noise on the groups, I want also to celebrate Mr. Frank Nice from Uganda, also ranking up on the V3 rank. So yesterday we have V3 and a new V4 on the same day. All right. So I want to celebrate them, and we have now started a new journey with them to the V5 rank, which I believe we shall be ranking up very, very soon. All right. So I hope you have invited your friends, you have invited your neighbors, so that we discuss this together. And I want to give in 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen, then we get started. All right, I hope now we are ready to get started. And okay, now today, before I get started, I really want to thank those that have been able to stand with the little success we are having all the time. I know it happens because of their consistency. So they are very, very consistent. I want to respect the presence of leader Annalyn from Dubai. I want to respect the presence of leader OBM from Nigeria. I want to respect the presence of leader Hannington from Uganda, leader Kojo from Ghana, my friend Yusuf from Nigeria. All right. I just choose a few that maybe I could recognize. Leader Batra from India, and Geoffrey Mwanguzi from Uganda. I'm just finding a few. iPhone 3030. My dad, leader Israel from Nigeria, happy to have you here. Leader Leila from Saudi Arabia, happy to have you here. New man from that side of Ghana, happy to have you here. Okay. All right. Leader Margaret from Kenya, happy to have you here. Leader Shem from Kenya, happy to have you here. Leader Saul from Dubai, happy to have you here. Wealth Queen from Nigeria, happy to have you here. Protocol observed, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that all said, today, yesterday I shared a topic. And the topic I shared yesterday was about what do you need to teach your people when they make a decision to be part of your business. And today we are going to talk about passive trading, one of our important aspects of the business. And we believe that let me first settle something here. All right, so let's now go a little bit into our sharing for today. But before I start sharing today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to make sure that I take back to the topic for yesterday a little bit and be able to show you evidently that it works, that if you apply it in your business, you are going to have a winning business. Allow me to introduce to you one of my leaders who joined us yesterday night. And this is none other than my great leader from Ethiopia, about the same topic I shared yesterday. Then we can pick it up from there. I just want to show you that once you put in activities, you'll get the results. All right. Okay. Here is our. Okay. All right. Just let me help him. Okay. Now. All right. So yesterday I got in touch with this leader. And we started our journey to talk about business of Royalq. And we started with what we call using third-party tools. And these are tools that most of you have already. And we started with a video that is explaining about cryptocurrency. I've already shared this video and the marketing plan. So instead of me doing the talking, I was able to use what we call third-party tools, all right? And so I introduced third-party tools to him. He was able to learn about cryptocurrency, listening to somebody else. He was able to learn about the compensation plan, listening to someone else. And I was also, I told him, have you seen the videos? Yes, he said he's done. Then I asked him who introduced him to the opportunity at first without me. He told me this is the guy. And I know him because I work 6 levels deep in my team. So I know him. He's under one of my V4s, under one of my V3s. He's a V2 under one of the V3s. So I know him. So we're able, I didn't change the link because it still remains the same. And I was able to start with him. And yesterday he was able to activate his robot. Right now, let's get into what happened next. Now, after he had been given the link, ladies and gentlemen, we use the third-party tools. When I talk about third-party tools videos, how to activate, so how to register. And I was just following through what he was doing, and later he was able to activate his account. And now we went to API management, which also, instead of me doing a Zoom, I shared him with a video here. I think how to activate, I shared a video. Here is the video. Yeah, I shared a video on how to do the API binding, which we worked on, and he was able to succeed. Now, here are the questions that are my focus. You need to make sure if you are going to adapt, sponsor one per week and change your life in the next 2 months and 3 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, you need to start this sound and let them know, like as we speak right now, although it started yesterday, we are done with number 2, how to register Royalq, how to fund, how to activate, how to get his links from exchanges, how to do API, how to bind, and how to start his trading, which we are handling right now. Now, these simple steps, ladies and gentlemen, that you can do for someone who joins your team. And now I use also third-party tools. These videos are not mine. This video was done by Leader Mosh Money, and it's a good video for someone who's starting one shot. And he has been able to pick up BTCST here he has set his strategy and he's already in the trade. Although the market is down, particularly for this coin, it doesn't matter. But so that is how simple, right? That is how simple, ladies and gentlemen, you keep this strategy. So you need to make sure that you are not a dealer. Now, I want to make a definition before I go to my training for today. What is a difference between a dealer and a leader? A dealer is this person who goes outside there to find people who can join them, all right? He works so hard and he does whatever it takes and finds people who can join them. But immediately after these people have joined them, this dealer drops the person because he has got his $30. Now, I want to tell you that your approach through business cannot make you financially free. Your approach to the business is going to just make you broke. So I wanna tell you that you don't need to be a dealer. You need to be a leader. And specifically and purely, we have gone an extra mile to list for you 16 questions that you need to help this person understand. And we have even gone an extra mile. If you come this side, ladies and gentlemen, and we travel onto the Telegram group, right? Yesterday, I spent almost half of my day providing everything, apart from, I think, teaching you extra about the margin call configuration. I did my best and I provided everything that anybody needs to be successful in Royalq, right? I did everything about the app. The meaning of each icon into your application is the new Royalq user orientation program. That maybe it's that one, but how to register, how to fund, how to do API management, how to pick a solo trader, how to pick a trader for yourself, how to use trading view, how do I see the reflection of my profits and maybe see my trades, but fuel fee, compensation plan, how I rank up. Yesterday on this Telegram, if you check the 30 pinned messages, I have provided everything that you need for you to be successful in a business, everything. So when you scroll up, I've answered all the questions, all, apart from maybe where do I see the reflection of my profit and how do I see my trades? Only 2. And these ones are just very simple. That when you listen to the Royalq user orientation program, everything is answered. But I've gone specific on every question that you need, these 16 questions. And that is how you spend your business as a leader, not a dealer. Now, someone may be complaining on this group that my upline helped me join the business and he dropped me, right? And maybe you are saying, the reason why you may not be successful is because you are blind. I want to give you my personal testimony. I don't have my upline. I lost my upline, ladies and gentlemen, when he became a V2, and I became a V2 like him. When I joined the business, my upline became a V2 in 2 days. He was excited because I was doing the business faster. But when I became a V2, my upline quit the business. He told me once we're on the same rank, I'm no longer making the money. But now I've learned the business by myself. So I want to give you confidence that even if you don't have your upline, the good thing is we have set up a system for you that you need to follow. Now let's go to our topic for today. And this is my biggest reason in Royalq. My biggest reason in Royalq, ladies and gentlemen, is not one-shot trading. My biggest reason in Royalq is passive trading. And it's one of the topics that I love talking about. Automatically setting your robot, never check it, and keep making profit. But this can only be possible if someone has some good capital, right? Our start trading strategy is $200. And on this $200, we focus, ladies and gentlemen, on Bitcoin, we focus on Ethereum, and we focus on BNB. Those are the 3 coins as a team we talk about trading on a cycle. And if someone trades other coins on the cycle, it's up to them. Why do we choose these 3 coins? One, if we look at, let me start with BNB. Ladies and gentlemen, all small coins that are starting, find that the BNB network easily allows them to create other cryptocurrencies. 2, usability. Most of the scams, ladies and gentlemen, that exist in this world, most of the scams, ladies and gentlemen, love using BNB because it has simple usability. So we are not scamming anyone, but we are saying that since many people are finding BNB as most usable to them, we want to trade BNB because it will help us make consistent profits. So that's why we choose BNB too. I don't want to go into trading, but on percentage performance, BNB, ladies and gentlemen, does not go lower than 50 to 80% in a week. So it means that if you set your margin calls well, you can be able to trade BNB and keep making little profits repeatedly. 2, we decide to choose Ethereum. Now, we choose Ethereum now stronger. Why? Because now we believe that this time around, the IGWI, or what we call the gas fees that people have been paying when they cut out transactions of Ethereum, ladies and gentlemen, are now much more cheap. Most of the NFTs, ladies and gentlemen, okay, on maybe open source or so many other things you could talk about that I may not go all open source, it doesn't matter. Most of the NFTs being created and most of the cryptocurrencies that want to be created are also lying via the Ethereum blockchain. So we decided to trade Ethereum because it has more usability. The other coin we trade, ladies and gentlemen, is Bitcoin because it's a dominating cryptocurrency. It dominates the market. And because it dominates the market, ladies and gentlemen, when someone thinks about entering in cryptocurrency, they think about Bitcoin. So we specifically give those few reasons. But the other specific reason we give, ladies and gentlemen, that I want to make very, very clear that we give is that I want you to understand that these 3 currencies, those that have existed in our previous videos, we have talked about if you are a crypto holder, which is not my topic for today, if you are a crypto holder, what are some of the factors that you depend on to choose a cryptocurrency you can hold? I was able to explain in our previous tutorials about what we call, when we go look at the market cap of a particular cryptocurrency. Ladies and gentlemen, these 3 cryptocurrencies sit into a category of coins that are into major, they have a major market cap. Their market cap is huge enough. All right, so this is specifically one of the reasons that we choose those 3 currencies. Someone may say, but Julius, there are other coins that are highly volatile. Yes, there are other coins that are highly volatile, which is BTCST, very volatile coin, which is YFI, very volatile coin, which is the REF, very, very volatile coin. Others like Matic, very good coins, and even other coins that have a good market cap. But we understand that these coins that are highly volatile are much more sweeter into the one-shot strategy. So if you want a plan to trade long term, I would recommend those 3 cryptocurrencies. But ladies and gentlemen, at the same time, I want us to understand that in the past, right? I want us to understand that in the past, we have been trading Bitcoin and Ethereum and BNB, and we land ourselves into floating loss. Do you have friends who are trading? Maybe you joined Bitcoin when Bitcoin was at around $50,000, and now it's at close to $19, and you are worried and scared. I want to see those people you entered. I'm not saying you are trading other coins, and because BTC is down, you're being affected. I'm talking about people are trading Ethereum, and you joined when Ethereum, let me say, was closed, when it was going to close over $3,000, and now Ethereum is down. But what you have in your wallet is you have Ethereum. Now, the reason why I'm speaking to ladies and gentlemen is because I'm now speaking to long-term investment people. When I talk about people who are into cryptocurrency for a long time, and you want to, your reason of joining cryptocurrency is to maybe make profit, simple, make profit. And instead of you keeping your money in the bank, you transferred your money from your bank to your Binance account, right? And you say, I want to see my money grow. I want to give you a promise today, like we are going to see, that if you invest your money into the Royalq application, you can particularly make 1,000%, even in 2 years. But that could look too much, but 100 to 500%. The other time, maybe we were facing floating loss in Bitcoin. Now, with this new approach that we want to show to you is that, yes, you pick Bitcoin, you pick Ethereum, you pick BNB, they enter floating loss. Now, what you had USDT that had been converted to Bitcoin. Now you have Bitcoin. Now that you have Bitcoin, we want to show you how you can use the current Bitcoins that you have in your Binance account, open another trade of BNB with the same Bitcoins, and start trading Bitcoin BNB as you make profit. Bitcoin BNB as you make profit. Bitcoin BNB as you make profit. So as Bitcoin is moving from floating loss back to profit, you're already profiting on BNB BTC pairs. I don't know if someone understands me. So you pick a pair of Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin goes down. It enters into too much float. Maybe you joined when Bitcoin was at 49,000, and you have been waiting for all this. Let me just block someone who is making noise in my message. Let me just make someone. I don't know what's wrong with. I don't know who is this, but okay. Just wait, ladies and gentlemen. Just wait. I just beg because someone is done. All right. Someone is pumping me a lot of messages, so I had to limit them up. Sorry for that. It's not my approach, but you know, when someone joins a scam, this is what happens, and they make some money. All right, maybe it's a big challenge. When someone joins a scam and they make some money, they want to go and create noise everywhere that they have made some money. But we have made money in scams before. I want to tell you a fact. We have made money in scams before, but we have lost more than we have made. So when someone makes some little profit in scams, maybe someone makes $2,000, they want to create noise everywhere that they've made $2,000. But I made close to $7,000 and I lost $9,000 in that same in the same scam. So it is not noise for when someone makes profit. You know, when someone makes profit for their very first time, huge profit in scams, they want to make sure everybody knows about their scam. And at the end of the day, they lose friends. I've lost friends. I've appeared in court. Up to now, some of us are still suffering with cases of court about previous scams. Every time someone calls you and tells you there is a case that you introduce someone to this company, they lost their money, can you become accountable? So when you make, if you are here and you do scams, when you make money, you're not the first person to make money in scams. No, we have made money in scams and we have lost more than we have made. That's why today I'm comfortable with making $2 a day than me investing my $2,000 and lose it. Yeah, I'm comfortable with making $1 a day because I understand that in the long term, I will master the skill and make more money. I'm comfortable with making $0.5 a day than me investing my $10,000 and I lose all of it. Because it has happened to me since I joined cryptocurrency. I lacked knowledge. The reason why, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, why I say this from the bottom of my heart, the reason why I lost money in scams that so many leaders talk about is that I lacked knowledge. I basically tell you the fact is that I lacked knowledge. If someone could give me 10 minutes, I could show you different conversations of people that are crying in the crypto space because of losing magnitude of money. Yesterday, for you who keep on doing scams, I want this feel into your heart. I was speaking to a single mother who stays in South Africa, in Soweto. This single mother invested her only money he had, 1,000 rands, into a company called Wuonome. I don't know whether it is Wuonome. The pronunciation disturbs me. And since they joined that company, for now 1 full year, she has never withdrawn a single cent. And she was crying to me, telling me that she has been scammed in the last. I spoke to another lady who also did companies like Petron Pay. When she was doing that company, she was always on my chat. Julius, we are killing it. We are finishing the money. So yesterday, I was seated there and I said, let me speak to this lady and find out how she's doing. She told me, Julius, when I lost money in Petron Pay, I made a decision never to get myself into online businesses. So you people who keep on promoting scams, I want to tell you that, how do you feel when you wound other people for the rest of their life? And I saw one leader, one of my friends, the leader who does scams, 2 days ago in his status, they were promoting a certain coin. Now the coin crashed. And he went on the video and said, now the coin has crashed. We have lost money. We need to move on. No sense. And he's promoting another one. So he says, he tells himself and he says, people, are the challenges that for you joined late. I joined late when it's you who brought me in the business. No sense. So I'm comfortable with me making $0.5 a day and retain my capital and learn to be patient with life than me being promised 1.8%, make money, then lose all of it. But not only do you lose money, you lose precious friends. Not only do you lose precious friends, you lose dignity. I have a friend of mine here. I won't speak up to today. Every Friday he goes to court. He's answers to a scam he never owned. So I beg you, please, have the human heart and stop promoting those companies. Stop making nonsense that I'm with the CEO. Even I can become a CEO of a company. and I travel over Africa and I keep on saying I'm a CEO. CEO is zero nonsense. There is no magic in someone becoming a CEO. Even me, I'm a CEO of my own. Someone tells you, I make the CEO of this company. Even the man who makes these phones is a CEO. He can come anywhere. Please, I beg. I'm tired of people crying. So, protocol observed, I beg you, please. From me, please, don't promote scams, all right? Don't promote scams. They are not good for yourself and for your future. All right, let's get back to our topic. Now, in the past, we have been trading Bitcoin. We have been trading Ethereum. We have been trading BNB. But people have been trading these coins on a cycle. They have landed themselves into floating loss. What do I mean by floating loss? You entered Bitcoin when it was at, let me say, $50,000, for example, all right? Okay, let me use a calculator. And you used, let me say, $200, all right? And we said that $200 minus 53 sub, okay, so this is Bitcoin, let me say, was at $50,000. This is when you started trading Bitcoin. Now, you picked up our strategy, which is saying $200 takes you 53% dip. It means that once your coin, Bitcoin, reached at $23,500, your trade got stuck. What do you mean, Julius, by getting stuck? No longer your robot is not buying, nor selling, and now you are waiting to the average price that you have. You have a new average price, and you are waiting for your current price to get above the average price for your robot to sell because your trade got stuck. I want to give you good news today. As you are waiting for Bitcoin to return, we are now having a better trading strategy. That now what you have in your wallet is Bitcoins. Now we want to use those Bitcoins that you have in your wallet to trade them into new pairs of BNB, into new pairs of Ethereum. So as you wait for Bitcoin to come back to average price, we want to use that Bitcoin now again to trade it again, and you make profit. If you understand me, my statement, give me some thumbs up. Then we can continue with our lesson for today. All right. So if you already understand me, give me some thumbs up. If you understand me, I want to know if someone understands what I'm saying. If you don't understand me, then I need you to get back to the previous lessons a little bit. If I see good numbers, it seems people are not understanding. Okay, let me start afresh. Right, let me start afresh. Okay. Now here is my Royalq, all right? So you don't have time to pick trades and you want to set your robot automatically. There are different strategies we can do this. Let me start afresh. One, we can come on cycle and look for a master trader. What are master traders? Master traders are people, you and me, who have used Royalq. And after they have used Royalq, within a given period of time, they've been able to make a certain profit. And they have used a certain strategy to make that profit. Now that this has happened, they are allowed to create what you call a cycle strategy. And this cycle strategy, ladies and gentlemen, follows their own strategy. And because you are following their own strategy, they keep on trading different coins as you keep on following their strategy. I don't know if someone understands me. And so these traders okay, now these traders provide you with a table, right? They provide you with a table of their last performance, what they were able to perform. And this one tells you he was able to make 25.71% from his capital. This one, this is 25, and September 2020, this is 2021, all right? Okay, now I need his current. So he keeps on showing you his current results. And apart from his current results, these traders always provide you with their strategy. And this is a table. So this table shows you how much capital, first buying amount, and number of coins you can trade. So here you automatically choose a trader. And when you choose a trader, ladies and gentlemen, you follow what the copy trader says. Now, I'm not against them. I need to speak the reality. I'm not against them. These guys are good. And one of them I would recommend could maybe Chuchu. Then there is this guy called Crown Jewel Cycle. Those two guys, they are good, ladies and gentlemen. But their challenge is one. They can definitely and purely lead you into long-term floating loss. Because when this trader stops making profit on a particular coin, he picks another coin and he moves on. He doesn't care, all right? He doesn't care. He says, you will wait until the market will return. But basically, we found out that not all cryptocurrencies are good for a cycle. Let me repeat my statement. We discovered that not all cryptocurrencies are good for a cycle. That's why we decided to say, okay, traders have been okay with us, but they have caused more harm than good. So we decided to say, okay, now we want to provide our own trading strategy, and we are going to focus on 3 coins on a cycle. I don't say you cannot trade others, because it still remains your personal decision, but we focused on 3: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB. And what did we develop in our mind? We said that from the current price of BNB, let me use Bitcoin. Let us go in the market and let us look at what is the price of Bitcoin currently, right? So I'm gonna use, I can use my Royalq, and I'm gonna look for Bitcoin. Okay, now the current price of Bitcoin is 18,934, right? Now we decided to use this strategy, and we said, okay, if someone has $200, we are going to give them a strategy that looks at 53%. From the current price of Bitcoin, you are going to allow your robot buy 53% dip. 53% dip. It means that from the current price of Bitcoin, you say that let your capital, let your trade get stuck when your robot can no longer buy or sell when Bitcoin gets at this price, which is $8,898. So you enter at this price, it doesn't matter, and you know when your trade will get stuck, when your robot cannot buy anymore because your $200 have been used in the cycle. And so we came up with the 2 main strategies, one for $200 and another one for $500. And we said that for $500, it is 83% dip. And so from the current price of Bitcoin, using your $500, you will keep on taking 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, 1% as your robot buys, but once it touches $3,218, your trade will get stuck. Now, this has prior been our strategy. And we have basically, if we go back to our Royalq application, ladies and gentlemen, We have basically come up with these strategies and set them particularly into our applications. And here is this strategy. But now that we believe the market might have a little bull run in the next few days or the next future, we were able to say that our first buying amount will be 15. And our margin call drops. These are our margin calls are the 18. Our whole position take profit is 1.3. Now, someone who's saying, why are you not defining these stuffs? Ladies and gentlemen, if you join our Telegram, I'm not talking about things of the future. I'm not talking about things of the past. Ladies and gentlemen, I have particularly come on this Telegram. If you tap on the pinned messages, I just need to be a little bit fast. If you tap on the pinned messages, I've particularly, ladies and gentlemen, defined each statement. I don't know whether I've defined what is first buying amount, what is open double position, what is margin call, what is whole position take profit, what is whole position take profit callback, what is margin call configuration, what is margin call drop, what is multiple buying ratio, what is buying callback, what is distributed take profit allocation, what is sub position take profit allocation. Everything, ladies and gentlemen, that you want to know, I have explained. I've taken time and explained and provided the information on the pinned messages when you join our Telegram group. So the reason is, I understand you want to be spoon-fed. You want every answers to be provided to you. But I want to give you a promise that your financial breakthrough, your financial miracle happens when you close the problem you are facing. So I want you to take charge of understanding those by yourselves, because it is your robot. No, I don't need to position myself like that to take screenshot. You just need to join the Telegram group, tap on the pinned messages. All the answers you need, all that you need has been provided to you. So you will be too weak. You will be too weak for you not to take personal ownership of your own success. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna provide let me drop in the Telegram group for you here so that you can be able to go at your own personal time, because I want to deliver my topic. Okay. All right. Okay. So that is the Telegram, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back to the topic. Now, into these settings of $200 that still are available on the Telegram, we believe that once you pick this strategy, you can use this strategy even for more capital. This strategy does not only work on $200. For example, if I want to use $1,000, I'm trying to answer my brother from Nigeria yesterday who were trying to set this up for you. So we are trying to say this, ladies and gentlemen, that this strategy does not work for only $200. Not at all. For example, I'm going to be a little bit slow to deliver. All right. If I join from the current price of Bitcoin right now, 53% dip means my trade will get stuck at this price. But I have $1,000. But in my heart and in my mind, I'm okay with my trade getting stuck at 8,898. And how much capital do I want to use? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to use $2,000 for BTC. What am I going to do? As simple as the following. One, if $15 stands for $200, one, I can just increase my first buying amount. And let me raise my first buying amount. Let me set $50. Now, it is 50 times, ladies and gentlemen, it is 50 times the multiple buy-in ratio. This is a cycle, it's not a one shot. Times the multiple buy-in ratio, which is 50 times 0.67, which is 33.5. This means that whenever the robot will go into the market, it will be putting in $33.5. And it will do this by the number of margin calls. These are the number of margin calls, ladies and gentlemen. They are 18. So it will be putting in 33.5, 18 times. So what does that mean? So 33.5 times 18, which gives me $600. Now $600 plus the first buying amount, 50, which gives me 653. Yet I have $2,000. So what am I going to do? I'm going to increase my first buying amount. Let me raise it a little bit. I have $2,000 that I want to use for my Bitcoin. But I'm okay with Bitcoin going down up to $8,000. When it gets there and gets stuck, I'm okay. So what am I going to do? Let me say I'm going to increase my first buy now. Let me say to $97. Just an example. So I'll still say the same thing. 97 times 0.67. This, how we come up this, maybe if someone asks, I'll answer you. 64.99 times the number of margin calls, which are 18, which is 1,169 plus $97, which gives me, so still I have more money. So I'm gonna take this to 110. Now 110 times 0.67, which is 73.7 times the number of margin calls, which is 1,000 plus 110. This is how I'm discovering I still have more capital to go. So let me go 115 times 0.67 gives me that. That times the number of margin calls gives me that. That plus 115. I still have close to $500 to go. Okay, let's go. 100 and it can't exceed 117 around there. 117 times 0.67, which is that, times times number of margin calls, which is there, still okay, 115. Okay, all right, let's go 120. All right, times 0.67, which is 80 times 18 margin calls plus 120. Hey, okay, 125. All right, times, I hope people are understanding 0.67, which is this. Then this times the number of margin calls, which is that, plus 125. Okay, 130. 130 times 0.67, which is that, times the number of margin calls, which is that, plus 130. Okay. 135 times 0. That's how you discover how you measure up with your capital. Okay. All right. Okay. 0.67 times 18 plus 1. Okay, let me 150. Okay, this is a little bit better. 152. This is a little bit better. So this is how you come up with these calculations. You can keep on decreasing until you feel like it is okay with you, all right? So that's how you come up with this. Someone asked me yesterday, I hope I've answered you. Times the number of margin calls, which is this, then plus 153. Okay, so 151. 152 is better. 152, 151. So which is 151 times 0.67. That times number of margin calls, that plus 151. This is a little bit better. This is a little bit better, but you can't finish everything. You can't finish everything. 997.2, which is 152, maybe around there. If someone wants to finish everything to be occupied, times 18, then this plus 15. Okay, now, let me say this is your calculation, and your first buying amount is 151. That is your mathematics. So you come here, and you put your first buying amount as 151. So what's going to happen? Whenever the robot will be going into the market, it will be putting in $100, 101, 101, and 101, 101. Now, when the market rises, it will give you 1.3 over $101. Now, the power, I need to share this when my video is on. The power of us to make profit depends on the performance of the market. When the market has momentum, because where we make money from is not controlled by us, nor the robot. It is controlled by demand and supply, which me and you do not control. We don't control the market. But once there is good momentum, what is going to happen to you? That's what I want to share. This is what is going to happen to you, ladies and gentlemen. I think next week, now I'll build a basement for my next week training, because people maybe were not getting what I was talking about. All right, now, whenever the robot gets into the market, it invests 101. So what is 101? Whenever the robot will be getting into the market, it will be giving you $1.3. Ladies and gentlemen, you are joking with Bitcoin. Bitcoin can wake up one day and have huge momentum. Now, what will happen? It will be 1.3 times the number of times the robot has bought and sold, which could be maybe $10 and $30, which could be maybe 20 and you make 26, which could be maybe 30 times and you make 39, which could be 50 times and you make $65 on your $2,000 when there is good momentum. Now, there are questions that people ask me. Why is it that my robot only buys and it doesn't sell? There will be time when the market is going down and your robot is only buying. Now, if you don't want it to buy, what will it sell? People, sometimes you are very tough. My robot is only buying. It is only not selling. My robot is only buying. It is not selling. Come to my rescue. Where are you? I don't see you online. Where have you been hiding? I've got you. I have a problem. My robot is only buying. It is not selling. The robot does not control the movement of the market. But what does the robot control? The robot listens to the instructions you provided. Now, the market is going down, and what is it doing for you? It is buying for you so that when the market rises, it sells for you. Now, don't become tough about the robot. That why is the robot not selling? It's only buying. Now, if it doesn't buy, what will it sell? So if you want quick profits, if you want quick returns, if you want strict returns, if you want strict returns, quick fixes, then you need to learn the one-shot trading strategy that requires you to listen to our trading strategy that instructs you, ladies and gentlemen, when to enter in the market and when to get out of the market. So tomorrow, I'm going to provide my 6th video. But basically, on this Zoom first, I'll show you simple, another indicator that you could use if you want to get out of the market faster. But if you trade with this cycle, you need to be patient. There will be a time when the market's going down and your robot is purely and basically buying. But on this point, allow me share something. What has happened as to the past, that I don't want anybody to suffer the consequences of our past history. Although we have been able to set up this, our trading capital is $200. The ability to profit will depend on the momentum of the market. And this strategy is already available for you. But if you come and find that the robot has bought at least 10 times and above, let me make this statement very clear. At least minimum 10 times and above, or maybe 15 times, it has bought all these margin calls. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to prevent you from the bigger problem that might come in the future. For example, Bitcoin is at 18,000, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, we might wake up and Bitcoin is at $40,000. According to how people are really purchasing. And none of us knows how bottom Bitcoin can go. Now, remember, you had said 53% of this. Now, the market rises and Bitcoin gets at 40,000. You know what's going to happen? This will be 53% minus this. So, you need now to set your robot right. That if it has bought close to 10 times, you now need to come to this area. I hope someone pays attention. This area here, this could be 0.1. I think I can provide this screenshot again to the group before maybe I share more. All right, so let me just write in here $200. I think I need to do a short video about this, and I'll do my best. So let me, okay. I can even do this to make things simple. So I pick this screenshot so that I save time. For those who have been on Zoom will understand. Those that are not here, they will be seeing clouds, Nimbus clouds. I have nothing I can do about that. All right, because I'm not the one who invested for them. So if you're not interested in their learning, it's up to them. Okay, so that is $200. That's the front part. Now the margin call configuration part starts from the first call. All right, first call. That is first call, 6th call. But I've said you can use these. By the way, now where the market is, these are the best. If you are trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB. All right. Someone told me about HT for hobby. It has low usability. We don't want to risk our loved hard-earned money. So those that are saying post on WhatsApp, no, I'll post here because here I can post in one group. It makes life more easier for me. So if you want it, pick it from where I've posted it and take it to your group. All right. Hope no one has emotions attached to that. Okay, so there we go. Okay. Now here you pick your trade and you don't need to do anything. All right, and this is for, this works for Bitcoin. It works for BTC, USDT, and it works for Ethereum, ETH, USDT, and it works for BNB, USDT. Here, you don't need it to know anything about crypto trading. You just put in your strategy and you make sure minimum $200. Now, what happens? I want to make sure someone understands what I'm going to explain. Ladies and gentlemen, let me use the whiteboard. You enter the market. You enter the market when Bitcoin is at $18,000. You go 53% deep. You set your margin calls very well. And you said that your trade will get stuck at around here when BTC gets here. Now, BTC moves down a little bit. Yes, the first buying amount should be 15. Oh, yes. This was for learning purposes. Yeah, sure. I'd forgotten. Hey, let me correct it here. First buy amount $15. Change. It's not 15151. I think someone, thank you so much. Now, your plan of trading your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your BNB was there. But now what happens? The market doesn't take that direction. It doesn't go as deep as you expected. Now, it doesn't go as deep as you expected. What happens? Bitcoin now moves from here. Maybe this was too much. It moves from 18,180. It moves from 18,000 and it moves up to $40,000. The market did not do as you expected. What happens? The robot will keep buying and selling. But you need to instruct your robot. Because what we have faced in the past, ladies and gentlemen, is that when the market rises back to 40,000, it buys the top and then it starts now coming down, buying, and you see now your trade gets stuck, let me set around $30. Now you remain at floating loss until the market will return above $30,000. I don't know if you understand that, then I can be able to continue. Give me some thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen, if you understand that. You buy, instead of the market now going down to your set price, the market changes and it goes up. It goes up, it goes to $40,000. Now, whatever it had bought, it is now selling. Now, what do? You are everywhere on the group. Bitcoin to the moon. Cryptocurrency has come. Yeah. My money. We are winning. Everybody who is not making money, what's wrong with you? You are like, you want to attack everyone who's not part of cryptocurrency. Because now, Bitcoin is moving from 18K, now it's going up. Now what happens, ladies and gentlemen? That when Bitcoin touches 50K, it now starts coming down to 30K. It buys your margin calls and all your money gets over and your trade gets stuck again. I don't know if someone understands me. Your trade gets stuck again. Now you enter floating loss. And now you start abusing everybody on the group. I'm suffering. I'm not okay. All my money. Oh, where my money? Had I known me? Oh, no. You start giving a lot of reasons. Now, there is a new icon, ladies and gentlemen, on the Royalq application. There is a new icon on the Royalq application. And what is this icon, ladies and gentlemen? The icon says, you can prevent yourself from that danger. And this, I don't know how I can share it on the Telegram group for people who don't join training. This icon is here. It is what we call the highest first price. Now, once you find that your robot has at least bought 15 times or 10 times and above, now, you want to prevent yourself from the effects of the bull run. You want to pause your trade when your trade touches a particular price. So you say, okay, what is the price of Bitcoin? 18,000. Now, once your robot has bought, let me say around 15 margin calls. What do? You come here and put a certain price and say, okay, robot, never buy Bitcoin again unless Bitcoin touches 20,000. This is an example. What will happen is the robot will sell from 15th call. It keeps on going, giving you money. Like you're excited, you are earning, you're earning. But when Bitcoin touches the top and your robot has sold all your margin calls it had bought, it will not buy again until Bitcoin comes to $20,000. It is not advisable to put in this at the start of your trade because your trade will get stuck. Wait for your robot to buy at least 10 or 15 margin calls and above. And come and set this new price. So the robot will understand that after we have sold all the margin calls, we should not buy unless Bitcoin gets at that price. So once you will find your trade in green, then it means you can do an adjustment to adjust on your trade so that your trade can be able to deliver very well. I don't know if you have been able to understand me. That was a very important aspect to prevent you from floating loss. If you have understand me, give me some thumbs up. And I think that is the main thing. That is the main thing. If you are new and you are picking up those trades for the very, very first time. So if you have understood, let me know, because it is important, but I don't understand it, my leader. Okay, let me explain again. Now, this is what I mean. You set your trade. You bought Bitcoin. Instead of the market going down, Bitcoin gets momentum and it starts going up. You needed to find a certain price of Bitcoin that you instruct your robot not to buy again. Because what will happen is this, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe Bitcoin moves from 18K and it goes to $50,000. So it means that the robot will buy at 50,000. It keeps on buying as the market is now, because when the market goes up, the market will come down. So Bitcoin has moved from 18,000, it has become 50,000. And so it buys, the robot will buy at the top. Because once the market is going up, this is how the robot buys. Let me see if I can explain. Let me explain. Now, your strategy was this. You entered from around here and your robot has been buying. Oh, these are margin calls. It has been buying. Now, from nowhere, the market starts to rise and the robot starts selling. Now it is selling. The blue is the sell. Now the robot is selling. It is selling. You are happy. You are making money. You are happy. You're making money. Now what is happening is that the market will touch the roof here. And what happened? The robot will now buy. Because it buys and sells. This is a continuous store. Now it buys here, thinking that the market is still going to continue. Now what happens? The market comes down. Now here, because it comes down, now your robot is buying. But it reaches here, which could be around $30,000. If this was 18,000, now the market goes up to 50,000. Because there is capital, your robot starts buying. And your trade gets stuck from around here, which is $40,000. Now, the market continues to go down, ladies and gentlemen. Your robot is no longer buying because your capital is over. Now here it will lead you into what we calling floating what? Floating loss, which is not total loss, but waiting time. Now what happens is that you can set your robot that if the market goes up, the robot should not buy again unless the market drops, let me say, at $20,000. If it has bought close to 15 margin calls, because whatever the robot buys, it gives you news. Whenever it buys, it gives you news. So once you find that the total margins bought are now 15 and above, then you say, robot, do not buy again unless the market reaches 20,000 K. So when the market rises at 50 K, the robot has sold, it will not buy until it gets here. So you'll find your trade in green. So you can come back and edit again and set new settings, all right? I don't know if someone has understood. Let me check up in the chat and I see, does that explanation applies to circle traders or it does apply to solo traders, circle traders, people who want to trade? It is passive trading. Please, I don't know if BTC/USD stop margin call is in a good position. Now, people, yes, until it drops to $20,000. People who have margin calls that have stopped, you don't have capital. Me, I love speaking plain and white. Me, I don't sugarcoat. The robot has used all the money that was in your USDT and your money is over. It wants to buy more, but you don't have anything for it to buy. That's why your margin calls have stopped. So if you want more, what do? You put in more money and open up more margin calls. What is important is make sure your trades are in the sub-mid mode real-time settlement as your trading strategy. That should be a very key point. That's a very key point, all right? That's a very, very key point. Let me see this one. The major challenge is that the robot can buy many times on one call and it does not mention call drop bought or sold. So the news you get, no, it doesn't matter. When the robot buys one call, it means it is selling it more times. Because the robot buys a call once, sells it and buys it again, and sells it and buys it again and sells it. So if you find that your robot has more margin calls, then you can go and change all. If you find that your robot is selling, it's a bull run, and your robot you see is selling, sell. You see Bitcoin is pumping, you can go and drop that high first price. All right, I hope that could be very clear according to your question. My submit mode rate fails to accept. Why? Okay, it refuses if your robot has bought more than 4 times. Okay, if your robot buys more than 4 times, you cannot change from whole warehouse mode to submit mode. So you need to make sure your margin calls are not more than 4. That's why me, from the word go, I either have 1 margin call or I either have 5 margin calls. Because if I have 1 margin call, I can put in as many as I want. This maybe goes so much for the solo traders for tomorrow, maybe, to create a clear picture. But you cannot move from whole warehouse mode to submit if the robot has bought more than 5 times. Okay, my coin is in a pause position. If your coin is in a pause position, you don't have capital. I think so. But if it is in green, just check your network. Just check your network. It must be in red. Just check your network. Refresh your app and it will be able to show. Okay, I hope someone is taking me. Please, how do you get the 0.67? I need to take you to previous lessons. Now, the 0.67 is derived from the minimum purchase the robot can buy. Okay, the minimum purchase the robot can buy. Binance says $15, but since we are compounding on a cycle, we can find a minimum, which is 0.67. If we multiply 15 times 0.67, you'll get $10.05. Right, so we are looking for a minimum purchase the robot can buy. All right, the minimum purchase the robot can buy. Please repeat the highest first price. I've explained it as many times as possible. As many times as possible. I don't know if you don't get it, but I've said if the market goes high or the robot is buying, the market can change and it starts going up and the robot is selling. So if you discover the market is turning bullish and you want to prevent yourself from your robot buying the top high, then the market starts going down, you set a certain price, all right? That if the market touches $20,000, my robot should not buy again. I need to keep it as simple as that. If you don't get it, then you just need to go and watch this video again and again and again until you make sure it gets into your mind, because I think I've done my level best to make it clear. I've explained it more than 5 times. I think if you don't get it, you need to watch again. I will not talk about the first position drop, because this now gets into percentage, which so many people are not good at. Some people are not good at measuring percentages done in the market. So I believe in giving a particular price. For Ethereum, you can do it. For BNB, you can do it. And for Bitcoin. Anybody who trades other coins on a cycle, it's up to you personally, because these coins, most of these other coins that you might trade on a cycle, they go more than 80% deep in a week. And so if you trade them on a cycle, sometimes it predisposes you to staying longer in that particular trade. But you can trade them on, there is a difference between having margin calls on a one shot and having a cycle trade. I don't know. A cycle means it is non-stop business. The robot buys, sells, buys, sells, buys, sells. But you can have margin calls on a one shot. I hope people are not confusing that. I think I'll explain more about that tomorrow on Thursday. So ladies and gentlemen, it's time to end our call. And as usual, let me invite Leader OBM to close our morning session. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, my leader. Thank you for this great, as always, you always deliver. Thank you very much. God bless you. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, from wherever you are listening from. I just want to pick something from our leader's topic this morning about, he talked about all this, how easy it is for anybody to be a CEO. It's very easy. How? Especially in network marketing. You know, some simple person, maybe 3 or 4 of them can just say, oh, that just floats like a product network marketing now. All these product network marketing, especially those that are new now, they have people that maybe they have like a corporation that produces, the products. Now, if you come together, you can actually go to them. Okay, maybe there's a kind of product. Maybe let's make shakes, and what they will now do is they will just change some little ingredients, for you to have some kind of flavor. So at the end of the day, what will you do? You go to a place like India. We have programmers there. $200, you get a compensation plan. So from there, they just approach some gullible leaders, some big leaders that are always moving from one point to another. They approach them, give them the compensation plan, and they started. In recent time, there was one of my friends, that said we should produce. He has a guy that can do all these shit coins. That we should promote it like they did Wakanda. I don't know if anybody knows about Wakanda. Now, those guys might have, maybe they might have a good intention, but the thing is, when you have about 6, 7, or maybe like 50 person that say, okay, let us float a kind of project. In those 20 or 50, you have some people that will want to cash out when the going gets good. Now, their intention might be, okay, let us hold these coins, till we get to certain things, so we have a project. You understand? But some people among them will start selling, and that's how a project like that, failed, and a lot of people lost their money. So anybody can be a CEO. Because if you have bad intention, you can always promote anything, and people will always come, because anything that looks like MMM, a lot of people want it. So if you are out there, there are people that are sharks. They are ready to devour you. Now, if I are telling you Royalq is great, why is it great? Because you have control over your money. You have control over your money. You have to take responsibility for that. You have to now learn the skill. When you are learning about how to trade, it's a lifelong skill. That now, even if Royalq ceases to exist, you will have a skill that you have, that if I do this, I'm going to get the result, and that is what we are teaching you. And Royalq doesn't seem like something that we end, because Royalq is naturally giving us the money. If you understand trading, you are trading and you are making profit. Now, from the profit you are making, you are okay. Now, like if you are a leader that talk about Royalq and they have a team, this is from the profit that we are making the money. So Royalq is not something that we earn, because always the company is evolving, always improving. You understand? So be safe out there. We are telling you all of these things we've done in the past. We've shown that is it Matrix? Is it all this everything for side? We've done in the past. They don't last. So at the end of the day, some people will always cash out and leave the rest people. So the leaders will make money. Some fools, will get lucky. But most people will cry. Because at the end of the day, we have people that will sell their houses, sell their cars, to get to the top of the pay plan. But at the end of the day, they will lose. That is why we are all telling you, do what is legit. Do what is legit. Because a lot of people, they are just out to make money and don't care whether you cry or not. So we have a good product like Royalq. The only thing is you have to take responsibility to know how to trade, take responsibility to know how to network. So we have system to trading, we have system to networking, then you have to have good work ethic. You have to be, inviting, telling people about a product that works, that that 5 years from now, you see have it. And if you cannot build it, you will be successful. Even if nobody's coming in to your business again. Because some people are trading, you'll be getting something every day, repeated income every day. That is what Royalq is all about. So I wish us a profitable day today. Again today, my acro just sold. If you have acro, you go and look at your back office. It has sold, and as acro is showing, other coins also are selling. So have a profitable day. Let's see in the evening, and let's see tomorrow. Thank you, my leader. Have a great day. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Leader OBM. Thank you, all leaders in the group. I wish you the best. Have a nice day, and God bless you. Okay, there is just one question here. My leader Israel, yes, from call number 1, margin call number 1 to margin call number 4. If you set 3 margin calls, and and the robot buys 2 positions and the market goes up, the robot will sell the 2 positions it had bought at once. But if it had bought all the 3, once the market bounces, it will sell the 3 at once, not one by one. It only sells one by one from call number 5 and below. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.